Good morning, Professor. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to begin this session of the presentation. Thank you for coming. My name is Ming-Chi. I'm currently a Ph.D. student in the Department of Technology Management from Zhonghua University, Hsinchu, Taiwan. It's my pleasure to share my research findings with you. I'll talk about the impact of agricultural e-commerce on Taiwanese young farmers who return to their hometowns to promote self-homegrown products. Abstract Research Objective. This study explores what Taiwanese young farmers return to their agricultural hometowns and how they participate in the increasingly important e-commerce sector. Since the e-commerce platforms for fresh produce have been significantly emerging in Taiwan, this paper firstly investigates the collaboration relationship between the young farmers and the agricultural e-commerce platforms in Taiwan, and secondly examines the incentive factors for the young farmers using the internet to promote and sell their homegrown fresh produce. Part 1 Introduction. Research background. Due to simplifying the supply dimension of production, distribution, and marketing, e-commerce does help increase farmers' income. In addition, e-commerce generally requires high quality of product, which will lead to high quality production of agriculture. Research motivation. Community e-commerce channels and social media e-commerce channels will be the future trend. In addition to marketing techniques and content to be more specific and closer to consumers, also personalize fine quasi-marketing to create a unique shopping experience. Network marketing that increase adhesion to improving consumer. Research purpose. This study hopes to conduct research on young farmers with agricultural identity, agricultural self-production, and self-marketing effectiveness, and hopes to achieve the following objective. 1. Discuss from agricultural e-commerce suppliers' influence on the evolution and trend for young farmers' homegrown products. 2. To explore young farmers' business model, homegrown agricultural product for e-commerce. 3. To explore self-media marketing and young farmers engage in direct sales operation of the network towards the impact of future development. 4. Discuss the government's agricultural authorities for young farmers engage in e-commerce assistance measures for agricultural products homegrown. Part 2. Literature discussion. Agricultural production, sales, and supply chain. Wang Jinrong divides Taiwan's main agricultural products into 3 types. 1. Trafficker's path. A set of goods suppliers from producers' wholesale market to the point of consumption. The wholesale market for traditional retailers. For resale to consumers. 2. Common sales channels. A farmer groups transporting agricultural produce from producer to the consumer to the wholesale market, and then sold to wholesalers' traditional retail market, after sales to consumers. 3. Direct marketing channel, transporting agricultural produce from producers to distribution centers by the farmers' groups, and then sent to the supermarket to consumers. E-commerce. Evans and Worcester believe that e-commerce can reach more customers and products more efficiently, and manufacturers can collect more abundant information and feedback to customers and can display and explain their own product from an objective angle, increasing the possibility of transactions. Through online sales, it can provide the advantage of real-time transaction, no originality, and low cost, fast, and convenient. E-commerce network marketing model. This study considered the aforementioned integrated into agricultural authorities and producers of agricultural products in the development and operation of e-commerce industry, who must provide greater transparency to develop a complete marketing specifications, providing total logistics and distribution and open up new market access. Counseling shape around features of agricultural products, deepen the classification and evaluation of agricultural products. Part 3. Research Methods. Staff Interviews. The influence of agricultural product e-commerce on young farmers who return to their hometown. Staff interviews. Question Design. The influence of agricultural products e-commerce on young farmers who return to their hometown. Staff interviews. Question Design. Qualitative interview analysis. Internet sales of the most profound experience. Internet sales model and benefits. How you want to help agricultural authorities. Agricultural authorities tutor sentiment summary. From the farmer's motivation and most profound experience. Sales pipeline producers of agricultural products. Use the internet sales of agricultural situation. With electronic business platform industry cooperation model. Analysis of young farmers' background data. 1. Gender. 2. Age. 3. Education level. 4. Agricultural-related years. 5. Planting area. 6. Main crops. 7. Obtain certification mark. 8. The location of the farm. Part 3. Research Method. Sampling Method. In this study in 2020 merged between interviews green agriculture and use Google Forms to build web problem online to email and internet communication software for the current actually engaged in household agricultural production and marketing of an invitation by the network entity. There are two ways to collect primary data. Interviewee. In this study, subjects were divided into two categories interviews. Respondents were farmers and actually engaged in internet sales model, has since produced salesperson. The other type of interviewee is a representative of an organization that has long-term contact with and guides farmers' transformation in the agricultural administration. Part 4. Research Result. Analysis of basic information of young farmers. Research and analysis result. The sex ratio is mostly 53.6% for men and 46.4% for women. The age group is mainly distributed between 35 to 39 years old, followed by 30 to 34 years old and 40 to 44 years old. The degree of education is most graduated from university, accounting for 64.3% of all respondents, followed by high school, vocational, or junior college graduates, and the proportion of master graduates is relatively small. Farming seniority is mainly distributed in 6 to 10 years, followed by 1 to 5 years, more than 20 years, and leaves respondents under 16 to 20 years, accounting for 10.7% of respondents. The location of the farm covers 10 counties and cities in all regions of the country, including North, Central, South, and East, with Taiwan City accounting for the most, accounting for 35.8% of the respondents, followed by Yunlin County, Taiwan County, Taipei City, Miaoli County, Chiayi County, and Kaohsiung City accounted for 7.1% of respondents, while Taoyuan City, Changhua County, and Nantou County all accounted for 3.6% of respondents. The most planted area is 1 to 3 hectares, accounting for 50% of respondents, followed by less than 1 hectare, and the proportion of 3 to 5 hectares is relatively small. In-depth interview results and analysis. The key explanations of the analysis results of the interview data summarized from 5 aspects. 1. From the farmer's motivation and most profound experience. 2. Agricultural product sales pipeline. 3. Using a case of agricultural product sales network 4. The use of e-commerce platform to sell agricultural produce. 5. Agricultural authorities tutor e-commerce situation agricultural products. Research outcomes. In relation to operation and management of the platform, including brand image, reputation evaluation, membership attributes, advertising quality, and effectiveness of operating the platform, are also assessed by the young farmers. Part 5. Conclusions and recommendations. Conclusion. Young farmers' homegrown sales model. The need to measure their capacity and yield management. Diversification. Young farmers use the agricultural e-commerce. How to form a partnership, a win-win situation. Practice management recommendations. For recommended young farmers, this model will enhance the use value of agricultural products, development of processed products should market access demand pushback. For electronic business platform and industries recommendations, insufficient professional training and brand loyalty. It is recommended to carry out the education and training of the procurement staff on the current national standard, and to guide the producers to reach the specifications. For a recommendation of agricultural policy unit. 1. Information system. 2. Marketing talent training. 3. Brand building. 4. E-commerce operation.